What is up, guys? It is the Orange Hoodie, and we are back here with another video. And today I'm going to be telling you guys how to actually grind coins on Garden Warfare 2. Now, all of these other videos I'm sure you've watched have told you to play mixed mode. Maybe play Turf Takeover, have your XP multiplier max, and do X, Y, and Z, and play this mode, and that's how you're going to get the most coins. Either that, or they're going to tell you to do some stupid exploit, which is going to completely ruin the entire game for you, and there's almost no point in doing unless you just want to max out every character, but never play them. What these YouTubers don't know, though, is that there's one main thing that they are all forgetting to include in their video, and it's actually the #1 way to make coins in this game. Not only that, but it's also, in my opinion, the most enjoyable way to grind coins while also doing something fun and actually getting something out of playing it. So, for the first step of this, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the multiplayer portal, ignore my ping. We're going to go to multiplayer, and you know what? We are going to play any of these modes. Again, people will suggest Turf Takeover or Mixed Mode as being the two highest ones to get coins, but at the end of the day, the coins and the XP is not what we're focusing on. What we're actually focusing on is something else completely different. So play any game mode that you will enjoy the most. Now, as we all know, whenever we load into a game, it's going to put you on the character select screen. I am not currently in a game, but that's because I want to take my time and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be talking about on here. So, for the second step, you are going to go on your character screen and you are going to go through every single character. All you're simply going to do is just look at them and go through them and check what level they are on. For example, the normal Citron, level 4 out of 5. Frozen Citron, level 2 out of 3. And we'll kind of go down through here and see which ones have kind of a higher level. So for example, Toxic Citron I landed on level 7, almost level 8. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this, but I'm going to go ahead and look through every single character I have and find the character that has the most XP and is this close to leveling up. I just have to do a little bit more for it. Now, after looking through everybody that we have, I've landed on the Shadow Flower. As you guys can see, level 8, almost level 9, which means that the Shadow Flower is actually about to level up. Now, for you all that don't know, whenever you level up in this game, the max level that your character can get to is level 10. But once they get to level 10, you can actually go into the backyard and level them up, and that will put them back to level 1, but instead they will be a different sort of prestige. So for example, with the Fire Flower, you can see right here, I have the Fire Flower on Master, which means I've gone through the basic prestige, bronze, silver, gold, I can't even remember what the colorful rainbow one is, and then diamond now. Now, the reason why these are important is actually because whenever I level up this character all the way to level 10, I can do the prestige, like I was saying before, but it will actually give you a reward for prestiging that character and moving them up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what it gives you for leveling up and prestiging your character. But for now, I'm just going to have to go ahead and grind in the backyard because I'd rather not hop into a public game, so have fun enjoying watching that. So after a decent amount of grinding, we finally have the XP that we need for this. So now all that there's left to do is pretty much just warp to the backyard. You just have to make sure that your player is max level and can no longer get leveled up anymore unless they prestige. Now that we're here in the backyard, we're going to go ahead and we are just going to go straight forward and we're going to go into this little room here. Now remember, this holds true for plants and zombies, so pretty much the same room, it'll just look like the zombie variation of it. Once inside of this room, if you haven't already been in here, it'll show some stats and it'll show some different stuff like that, but what's most important are these characters that we see all around in these potted plants. Next, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go over to the area that your plant is in. So, for example, I'm playing as the Dark Flower, which means that in the Sunflower section, that is where it is. And within that section, you will also see that they will have a little shiny thing and an arrow pointing above to it. So if you don't want to manually go and check through all your characters and, see if they're max level or not, you can also just walk in here and level up your character as well. So when you walk up to it, it's going to press B for Sunflower stats. Now, as you can see on here, it shows all my stats, it shows all my fun stuff. I can go into the detailed stats for every single different character, and it shows this kind of sheet. Honestly, if you're a statistics guy, super, super cool. I love looking at that type of stuff. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip that for now. We're going to go to the promotions section. As you can see, it shows this very easy menu. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to Shadow Flower. It says promotion is available. I will go ahead. I will select A. I will power it up. And now I've gone from beginner to specialist, aka nothing, to bronze. And as you guys can see, just from doing that, I got 20,000 coins. Now, on the surface, 20,000 coins does not seem like a lot, but typically for most people that play Garden Warfare 2, they have played a handful of characters, which means that you most likely will have 1 to 3 characters, which are probably from the level 7 range to level 9 range, where you can level them up in probably about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's assume that the normal turf takeover game takes about 30 minutes and you get about 20,000 coins from it. Whereas with this strategy, you can take 1 to 3 different players that you have, and maybe it'll take 15 minutes max, you level all of them up, and now you have 60,000 coins in about 30 minutes instead of 20,000 coins. To break this down, going into Turf Takeover will typically net you about 20,000 coins in 30 minutes, assuming that you have a pretty decent game, assuming that you're doing different objectives and getting XP and different things like that. It'll probably net you around 20,000-ish coins. Whereas if you're using this strategy, within 30 minutes, you could probably get about 60,000 coins. Let's say that you have 3 characters that are nearing level 10. Well, you go into a game, you level them up, it probably takes you 15 to 30 minutes. You come into the backyard, you instantly get those 60,000 coins. No other way around it. Now, the final and best thing about this method is you don't have to do what I did. I sat here and I grinded up my stuff through the backyard, whatever. You can hop into an actual game. You can combine the method of using mixed mode or using turf takeover, and you can combine that with this method and just in those game modes play your characters that you almost have leveled up, and then together you're netting every single 30 minutes about 100,000 coins. Now obviously you may not be able to continually do the character thing over and over and over again, because eventually you're going to run out of characters that are close to leveling up. But then that's whenever you move to a character that you like, that's in kind of that medium levelish range, then you start using them, you get them leveled up, you get a whole new batch of characters that you can just use the same thing with the next time that you play. Finish this off, I also kind of want to get you guys an idea of how many times you can do this and how easily replicatable it is. I'm just going to hop on here, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to scroll through, bang. Toxic P, already found him. Level 7 out of 8. I can prestige him still multiple times. This is a good player. This is somebody that I could take into Turf Takeover, easily get about 15, 20 maybe kills if I'm going out and I'm playing aggressive. I come back, I get 20,000 coins. Then I get on top of that whatever I made from Turf Takeover. You combine those together. Then next game I hop in. I go ahead. I look again. I'm like, who do I have close? Who do I have close? I saw Yeti Chomper was pretty close. Let me go through my sunflowers. See what we got close in here. Oh, Ice Cactus, level 7. Almost close to getting level 10. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll hop on him. It's as easy as that. So every single time, honestly, that you play a Turf Takeover match, you should be able to level up one of your guys enough, especially if it is an entire Turf Takeover game. You most of the time can level up your guy enough to get to that point where you're getting 20,000 coins and can prestige them. That is my forgotten tip for this game. Remember, you can prestige your characters, and remember, you get 20,000 coins out of that. You prestige 2 characters, and congratulations, you can buy a $35,000 pack and potentially get a legendary sticker out of it. So make sure to make use of it. I would 100% suggest, if you are using somebody else's method of using Turf Takeover or using the mixed mode and just playing different modes that they suggest you play for it, combine that with my tips that I've given you guys, and you will watch your money go absolutely insane. As you can see, and this is just from today, I have gained 200,000 coins from this method. I started off yesterday at 600,000 coins. If you don't believe me, check out my other videos. Started out the other day at 600,000 coins. Now I have 800,000 from just one day of playing. And that is only for an hour or two that I have played today. So, in conclusion, use this method. It's the forgotten method that everybody forgets to include. And keep watch for my other videos. The Orange Hoodie, TOH, Toe, is out.